Okay, great. Today is May 31st, 2020. I'm Harry Rivera, your host for 313 Believe, and we talk about all things positive in Detroit, and we're specifically honed in on Detroit business. And I've got my co-host here, Mike the Chihuahua. And today we have an amazing guest. I'll take off my mask. Today we have an amazing guest. She's a Detroit artist, and she is her name is Tamara Turner, and she can be found at tamaraturnerart.com. But hey, welcome to 313 Believe, where we talk about all cool things Detroit in this crazy COVID time and riot time and all the rest. So what's your take on what's going on as an artist?
Right now, it feels like, especially because of stay-at-home orders, a lot of people are a little restless.
Yeah.
And after, George Floyd died over in Minneapolis, it's just kind of a really, I don't even know how to say it, just a really...
Like a boiler.
Yes, absolutely.
I think people are like, sure, it's a terrible thing and bad thing, and it's, it's about time. But at the same time, I think a lot of people are just been restless and have been this is like, honestly, if I was in my 20s, like, and there was big what is there to do? Sure, it's a good thing to fight for things, but I don't know what I would do at home.
Right.
Nothing to do. There's no jobs. People are collecting unemployment,
Absolutely.
People are, I just don't want people to get harmed and for it to escalate. And the good thing,
right.
Hey, 313 Believe, Detroit and Flint and Michigan have been, for the most part, peaceful protests. So that says a lot that we're like changing it up for the D. Yeah. So tell me about your art, Tamara, like a little bit about your art, because you're younger. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Yep. So you're like Generation Z, I think.
Z, yep. Gen Z.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you're like pre-millennial. We found each other on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to work with our brand, 313 Believe, social media, hopefully get it popping and get it a bigger and better, really entertainment brand that promotes Detroit business. And we're going to blow up. But what makes your art different than other artists in Detroit?
Well, I'm based in Metro Detroit, and right now I'm in Plymouth. Okay. But I think that something that's important for yourself as an artist is to really differentiate yourself from the competition and really your contemporaries. Right. And a lot of people, I feel, are, due to social media and just kind of like what time we're in. Right now, there's a lot of trends going on in terms of the art community, a lot of easy, normal things.
What trends?
Oh, like just falling into like lots of color pencil portraits of celebrities. Lots of those. I see those all the time. There's just kind of, I'd say, just the same subject matter, really. And I think the important thing to do is to take what's important to you, what is most genuine to you, and if you put that into the artwork you create, it ends up reflecting yourself and being more wholehearted. So I'm sorry.
So what makes you, like, how would you describe your art, like, in a paragraph or a sentence or something?
I guess I'd say if you were to look at my my body of work, my portfolio, a lot of the work is pretty eclectic, more subtle meaning in comparison to just like using giant symbols.
Right.
Just things that I there's all the pieces I consider over a long period of time and think about what's something that is more subtle. So yeah. But I had some pieces of art. You asked me to bring in some art. Yeah. So I had some. Great. I decided to just bring out some stuff. I don't have my website. I'd like to upload it at some point, but I thought that would be good to show on the show.
Tamaraturnerart.com.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see some of your art.
Sure. So this is these are based on my sketchbook, so excuse me holding them up a little funny.
That's
or something.
Fine. I like sketchbooks.
But I've got this kind of cool. Yeah, I've got this kind of, I've been really into using this Posca pens. They're like these paint markers.
Wow,
I just kind of wanted to do this.
That's like the third eye.
Yeah, so I've got this third eye, and it's doing this rainbow. But this one was really something fun for me to do and an exercise with those markers. So
what's
that's
that
just
guy? I hate to say it. I feel like the guy is thinking about cheating on his girlfriend.
Oh no.
No.
I did this one. So here's me, and this is my significant other, and he's got the long hair, I've got the short hair, so it's kind of funny like that.
Oh, so that's you.
I got myself
with
here.
The third eye.
Yeah.
Wow, that threw me off.
Yeah, and then so I've got one more to show here.
Okay.
And from another sketchbook here, and this is just kind of a portrait of somebody walking through a cityscape, and I wanted to really fill up the canvas with as many little things as possible. And I think I still could add a couple more things here, but this is just, I'm sorry.
Really stylized, really cool. I mean, what kind of like art is that? Like, how do you like, because it's interesting images. It reminds me of, I don't know, like I remember saw like a Buddha or something that looks something like that. Like, how do you just, what genre is that, or what?
Yeah, I would just say that that's more kind of going a little bit in the psychedelic range, and
you haven't even done acid.
No.
Probably never will. But you're kind of psychedelic. Where are you studying, by the way? Where are you studying?
So I've been studying so far at Schoolcraft College over in Northville.
Sure.
Or Northville, Livonia area, but I just was accepted to go to U of M over in Ann Arbor, so I'll be studying there for the duration of my schooling. But I do have an associate's, so from Schoolcraft. Mm-hmm.
Already at 18, that's great. So what do you think? So what do you think is, let's say, there's a lot of Detroit art. What do you think is missing in the Detroit, let's say, art world, Metro Detroit art world? What do you think is missing that could really make an impact?
Well, I wouldn't use the term missing. I would use the term to come, just something to come in the future, because I do feel like just because of, a lot of economic reasons, just a lot of cultural reasons, I just think Detroit hasn't truly tapped into its artistic peak yet. So I feel like it's good to envision, like, what should we add? What's going to come? And I really feel like I do see a lot of those kind of community gardens, and I really think something nice would come from that to collaborate with an artist. Just lots of artist collaborations. I know there's a Klaus piece in Detroit right now.
Yeah. You mean the mouse thing?
Yep. Yeah, that one.
It looks like a black Mickey Mouse or something, like
it's
like a. Yeah. I mean, so you would want to do like a painting of the gardens or something like that? Or?
There's plenty of murals. I feel like the next step really for Detroit artists to consider, I feel like more sculpturally based pieces that also like even kinetic sculptures, which is like sculptures that move with the wind or just react to people touching it or something. I feel like that's kind of something that a lot of more fleshed out artistically based cities have, and we don't have a lot of those. So.
Yeah, like I've seen, like when I used to live in Chicago, they had like the thing with the cows everywhere, and they were all painted in different ways, or, I think of my friend Shannon. Shout out to my friend Shannon who lives in Corktown. Like, how there's those faces on the way to Corktown when you're driving. There's like all those faces of the people. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I could see your faces as even better. I think your faces are cooler.
Yeah, I would. Well, I appreciate it, but I would really, I'd love to contribute to the city I was born in. So
Tell us about your history. I think you mentioned your dad worked for the library.
Yeah, my dad works for DPL, Detroit Public Library, and he's worked there for since I was born. So I've really got to see a lot of cool behind the scenes stuff with that. DPL has a lot of like historical pieces. I remember some of George Washington's own diary or something like that, a founding father. So I got to touch that and see that, and that was really cool. I don't have that really on display, but it's a really amazing kind of library system. And right now with coronavirus, they're going through a lot of tough times, but I really see Detroit Public Library coming out of that, and because we're here for the people of Detroit, and they're going to need our help, especially with the literacy proficiency in Detroit. I know it's one of the lowest in the country, so the library is a really amazing just source for Detroiters to go to for classes. It's more than a library for sure.
So, you know, your stuff is very colorful. It's cool. It's kind of psychedelic, like you said. It's almost like maybe like an alien or something. It reminds me of something. There was this artist group or something called Fail, Faile, and they have this like bar in downtown Detroit. You might be familiar with it.
I'm not sure. No, I've never heard of it.
They designed a bar down there, and I forget the name of it, but it's a really cool bar that's where everything glows in the dark. It'll come to me. My friend Shannon took. But yeah, you would think it's really, really cool.
I bet, yeah.
It kind of reminds you that. Are you up in this crazy coronavirus time? Can you make an artistic piece of the virus itself and like make it?
Yeah, I feel like right now there's a lot of fear in the nation regarding coronavirus. There's a lot of uncertainty because there's no reference for us regarding, about a pandemic. So
yeah,
I think
do you think it came from a bat?
It came from a pangolin. That's what they're doing now.
I am so glad you know that because I don't even know. No, what I've heard, the theory since the beginning is that the coronavirus lives in the bat, but then somehow because of this wet market, the bats were next to the pangolins, and then the virus transmuted into the pangolin, and then it got like changed the virus, so it became even worse and more potent. So it jumps from the bat to the pangolin to the human. So it's like
some sort of animal start for sure.
Yeah, I think this cup. One of my theories is just human beings are just eating too many, animals they shouldn't be eating, and a lot of these viruses, SARS and swine flu, all this stuff is coming from animals. So I think we have to maybe respect the animals more in our environment. So
I'm definitely for a more of a plant-based diet. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I really think like the meatless Mondays, that kind of thing. I think it just feels better to not eat a huge steak every day.
Yeah, no, I'm more plant-based too. But unfortunately, Mike the Chihuahua is not. Although see his tongue.
Oh, he's cute.
But he has eaten. I have given him like a plant-based sausage before, and I've given him the Impossible Whopper. He likes.
Oh, I have my dachshund right here because you inspired me to bring her out.
Yeah.
So this is.
Look at the. Oh, Mike, look at the dachshund. Baby.
Dog podcast. Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at. Whoa! Wow, I love dachshunds. I like miniature dachshunds too.
Yeah, she's a miniature dachshund. She's pretty small.
Yeah. Oh.
But she's her name is S'more. So
S'more?
yeah. Yeah, because she's got the brown, the chocolate brown, and then she's got some white for marshmallow up here. So I thought it would be a fun name, but she's my little helper.
Oh, awesome. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is so fantastic. Like, art is great in Detroit. 313 Believe is about promoting Detroit through arts and entertainment, and specifically honing in on Detroit business. But you're an artist. You're part of the whole. We want to make sure that what is your artist like? What is your vision as like treating your art truly as a business, and where do you see yourself as being the most happy and successful as an artist?
Well, honestly, a lot of people equate success as, numbers or big houses or, living, in crazy, these maximalist kind of lifestyles. But myself as a minimalist, I really see myself being the most successful when I'm just able to pay my rent. And it's because I'm doing the things I love. I'm doing commissions or I'm working with brands, just odd jobs. Really, that's I feel like is freedom from the kind of rat race that a lot of us are raised to want to participate in, even though it isn't really better.
Yeah. So exciting. I had an idea while we were talking this 313 Believe. Do you like it how the 1 and the 3 make the B and all that stuff?
Yeah, I thought that was really creative. Yeah.
I could see like you doing maybe even like a colorful version of it, because I've never really done a more of your style version of it that is kind of cool. But again, a lot of people have apparel out there, and so we wanted to differentiate ourselves from the competition too by being more of a brand that does uses entertainment to promote Detroit, and also through a podcast, and we put together live events, and we like to work with our fellow artists in Detroit and promote Detroit. So, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. We're right now an LLC. We could be eventually a nonprofit. We don't make a lot of money, but at the same time, we're promoting Detroit, and we like to work with other artists. And so, being 18, when did you discover that you were going to be an artist?
I think like when I was just forever, I always kind of was like, that's what I want to do, but you know, I've got to get my dad always says, well, when are you going to get a real job, a backup job?
Right.
And so I explored, you know, other avenues, but really nothing felt like, you know, you only get one life. So why would I waste it trying to chase, you know, things that really don't even really entertain me?
So, but I'm sure you've had what horrible or fun part-time jobs have you had over the years?
Oh my goodness. I did some artwork or in photography for CBD business. I won't say their name, but
okay.
you know, the guy was really hyping it up and telling me we're going to do all these projects and stuff like that, and then paid me once and never talked to me again and ghosted me. So I was like, what the heck?
Maybe he got high. Maybe he got high.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Too much supply.
Supply. There you go. So you have kind of like a shaved head look. Have you always been?
Yeah.
Hair. It's kind of like Sinead O'Connor back in the day.
Oh my gosh, I get that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's way before your generation. But you like that look? Is that your new look for?
I'm really based on, I like practical things a lot, and I've always preferred having shorter hair in general.
Sure.
But one day I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this, and let's just go shorter. And then I went even shorter after that. So
well, everybody's shaving their head or doing like I kind of like shaved my head.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus, like we couldn't get a haircut, and so you just shaved all off. You know.
No, I'm just waiting for a barber or a hairstylist to open back up because I wanted to do more of a fade next time. So and a little more on the top. But I love the shaved head look. I love the practicality. That's me. So
I like that. I like it how you have this like minimalist take on things that you just want to pay your bills as an artist, and you're different. And I mean, you're colorful as an artist. I think you're going to add like a lot of color to Detroit. So with this coronavirus and these protests and poor George Floyd and all this, do you think that you can like take some of your art and apply it to help heal our nation?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think that the thing to focus on isn't fear. It's overcoming adversity. It's finding solutions to our problems rather than pointing fingers. So I think, you know, political art, when I think about coronavirus right now, I'm not remembering his name, but the guy who did the Obama Hope poster, he made one of a nurse. And I actually worked with an artist named Tony Rocco. He's got some stuff. Are you aware of the Foundation Hotel? And they've got
of course, the 313elieve was beaming out of the Foundation Hotel.
Oh, really? Yeah. So Tony Rocco has some art there.
I've met Tony Rocco.
Okay, you know Tony. Okay. Yeah, I was his intern for a minute, and
wait, did you go to that event like let's say a year ago when they had all crazy
Did I meet you there?
No, we didn't meet each other, but like the guy with like the dumbbells and like they were.
Oh no! Then I didn't do that. I thought you were talking about Tony. He did a thing with Boys and Girls Foundation of America, and we went to the Foundation Hotel, and he taught them how to paint.
Boys and Girls? What do you mean the Boys and Girls?
Is it Boys and Girls Club of America? That's what it's called.
Are you in that?
No. He was doing an event with them.
Oh yeah, because 313elieve has raised money for Big Brothers Big Sisters,
right?
Artin, Detroit, and so the thing. Oh, I was going to tell you the name of that bar too before I forgot because you're art.
Oh, sure.
Deluxe Flux.
Deluxe Flux. No, I haven't heard of it. I'm not bar crawling right now, but
you would love Deluxe Flux.
I'll check it out.
DLUXXFLUXX. Shout out to Deluxe. By the way, shout out to, like you said, the Detroit Foundation Hotel.
Yes.
Started this podcast.
Their restaurant in there is great.
Yeah, it's good. I've had their grass-fed steak. It's good. Shout out to Bradley. Shout out to Shannon. Shout out to Kirk Nolan, another friend of mine. Shout out to Barry Love Jesus, I think. Barry Jesus, yeah. A lot of different people over there that have helped me out. My friend Kenny, Ryan, Matt is like a huge contributor. We have I don't know if you've seen our channel. I think you did, but we have like a number of projects in the works right now. We think that Detroit get this. We think Detroit, with all the positivity going on, needs a new theme song. So like, just like New York has a theme song, Chicago has a theme song, San Francisco has a theme. I think so. I've been working with the Motown artist Martha Reeves on a theme song.
Oh,
We have one version of it on our channel, on the 313 Believe channel. You can check us out on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. We're all over the place, but it's a work in progress, and maybe you could help us with that. And we just want to help our fellow artistic community, our fellow entrepreneurs and business people promote themselves in Detroit through entertainment. And I think that, and I like what you said about adversity and overcoming adversity. I think Detroit is is the symbol now of a city that went through adversity and come back on the other side. And guess what? I think people are, let's say, woke enough in Detroit that they're not being like violent protesters, and they're just sort of, we've already gone through a revolution here in Detroit with our 67 riots and all. And I think that I think people are just, too tired, and they don't want to go backwards and smash, Midtown Detroit or anything like that, because we're a city that's gone through adversity and we're coming back. So it's like, why stop the momentum? So this is great. Please, everybody, check out Tamara. It's Tamara, right? Tamara,
yeah.
Tamara Turner Art.com with her what's your dachshund's name?
S'more. Yeah.
S'more. And Mike the Chihuahua. And we do this like usually every week. And I'm glad do you have any more art that you want to show me, or anything, or anything?
It's all in a storage thing, but
so everyone check out. Yeah, we're all in. Hey, listen, I have a lot of stuff in storage. I mean, listen, it's the coronavirus. And check out our art, Tamara Turner Art.com. This is 313 Believe. You can check it out. Check us out at 313believe.com. I'm Harry Rivera, your host, and hey, I look forward to working with you. Like, help out our social media and our digital, because you're a pre-millennial, you're Generation Z, and stuff that I don't know. We can collaborate as artists. So
absolutely, yeah, I look forward to it. Thank you guys for listening.
Awesome, you're awesome, and have a great day. And I'll send this to you. All right, take care. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.